political divisive climate than now? I mean, I'm pretty sure there has been, but in recent years.
Never.
Yeah. So, well, I would disagree. I'm a little bit longer in the tooth than y'all are, but I think the whole 6 years that Barack Obama was president, I mean, when I say 6 years, literally after his inauguration, but after he lost the midterm elections in 2010, most people have no idea how much hate was sent in the direction of the president, his family, and the administration. I got stories. I don't have time to tell y'all stories on this interview about stuff that happened to all of us who worked for the president, like having our emails subpoenaed by members of Congress, and freedom of information requests. I never get a group asked for my calendar because I was working on Obamacare. Okay, they subpoenaed, or should not say subpoenaed, they really FOIA requested my day planner, my calendar, everybody that I was meeting with every hour of the day for the last year and a half. And because it's a FOIA request, you got to respond to it. So I literally lost like 3 weeks worth of work printing my calendar, meeting minutes, agendas, every email that had certain names or words referencing. Like I had one Freedom of Information request that asked for, we want all copies of all emails with the word or Obamacare in it or Affordable Care Act in it.
What? Wow.
I think more than anything,
it's crazy.
It speaks to the character and how good of a person Barack Obama is, because they literally tried to find anything they could on this man, and they still ain't found no skeletons in his closet. Because if they would have had any single one, it had already been out, and it would have been a big deal.
And he didn't use these circumstances to play the victim card for approval either. I mean, we just finding out stuff like that. And, Trump would, anything he can get his hands on to play the victim, like he publicizes. Barack probably, just like you said, you don't even have enough time to say stuff that we don't even know that he just took and kept it moving. So that's integrity.
Yeah. Last question. Do you think
yes,
in the next 4 years, that in your gut, do you think he will be impeached? Maybe not for this, but for something.
No.
Yep, there you go.
That's disheartening.
Why?
You think he'll stroke out and die before he reaches for it?
I just don't think he I just don't. I mean, I wouldn't be sad.
It's a real simple analysis of why this will not happen. Okay, the U.S. House of Representatives has to impeach him.
Oh yeah, well, there you go.
So they got to go through the impeachment process. Them Republicans in the House that are in control right now are not going to impeach Donald Trump. They're not. Okay, that's the first part. And even if they did go as so far to impeach him, the Senate still has to vote to remove him from office. Now, do you really think he gonna get 60 votes to get removed from office?
Even if he did something on tape, he's not going nowhere.
Yeah, it don't. I mean, man, they could catch him. They could catch him with the knife from Nicole Brown Simpson in his hand. They're not going to impeach him. They're not. They're just not.
Wow. I don't know. I think Mark Cuban hit it on the head, though. He said that the sign, and you're an expert in leadership, but the sign of a weak leader is when they start hiring their family to work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
I can give you 50 other signs, but that's a great one.
Yeah. He's like, and that's what he does. He said he doesn't develop people, and you can't name one person that's ever worked for Trump or his organization that's turned into another. They've developed into a leader of themselves or another. Branch out on their own.
Betsy
because he was never about that. I mean, he was never about that. Who he is who he is, and it's not going to change. So I mean, he was never about developing leaders. He's always been an entitled, narcissistic egomaniac. That's him.
That's him. Exactly.
Guarantees he's the greatest person in the room.
Well, the way we end this, it's kind of like how we used to end the fraternity meetings, for the good of the firing squad. So everybody will go around. Creek always starts us out, and they'll just say, "For the good of the squad, for the good of the squad, whatever's happened to you good in your life." since the last time we spoke. So, Creek, let's go ahead and show them how we do it.
All right,
do your thing.
Do your thing.
Trailblazer.
For the good of the firing squad, I just want everyone to remember that this weekend is Mother's Day. I'm sending an early shout-out to the mothers out there for all the things that you do throughout the year. Of course, we know Mother's Day, of course, should be 365. But on this special day, please don't forget about the mothers out there. Of course, I want to send a special shout-out to my mother, Frida Creekmore, my wife, Nita Creekmore, and my sister, who's also an excellent mother, Rhonda Johnson. So remember Mother's Day this Sunday, and that's all I got.
That's a good one. All right.
Cool, I'll go. So for the good of the pod, for me, since we talking about healthcare, it fits right what I'm about to say. So tomorrow is going to mark 4 years since I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, but I'm good. I'm healthy. But 4 years ago, I was in a real bad place, the sickest I've probably ever been in my life, man. I had back problems and inflammation, spasms, losing my vision, couldn't hold my bladder. So I had all these problems in and out of the hospital, finally get diagnosed. And they told me for treatment, I'd have to inject myself daily with this pharmaceutical drug that couldn't cure me, but it would stop the progression of the disease. But the side effects were I would have flu-like symptoms, which I thought was just the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. It didn't make sense to me for them to tell me they couldn't cure me, they didn't know what caused it, but I should take this drug and that'll be okay. That didn't make sense to me. So I just prayed on it. I asked God to show me a better way. I just felt like it was a better way in my heart. And did some research, ended up finding another way. So I had found some doctors that were able to, basically they changed my diet. They gave me some natural remedies to take, and I was able to turn everything around. So I'm able to sit here now and say that I'm healthy. Man. I've been cured from multiple sclerosis without having to go to the doctor. 4 years, I haven't been back to a hospital, haven't seen the doctor, had a follow-up, and I'm doing great.
That's a blessing.
But for people out there, you just got to understand that it is that Western diet that we are on, that we got to be conscious of what we put into our bodies. I eat a whole lot cleaner now. I get rest, and I know I have God in me, and I understand that I have to do certain things to take care of my body, because my body is my temple. And now that I know that, and I live by a different way of life, I'm doing great.
That's what's
and so I just want to say thank you to everybody that really supported me when I was going through those times, man. All of y'all guys, man, just people that just showed love, that prayed for me and my family. I'm in a great place now, and I'm thankful. So thank God, and I'm doing good, man.
That's what's
I want to say that part.
Yeah, that's what's up,
That's great, man.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yep, that's great, man.
Gunn, what you got?
For the good of the pod, it's good to see brothers talking about something more than what I hear most conversation on most days. And so I'm glad you're doing it. I hope you keep it up, and I hope it continues to stay substantive on all levels about all things. And I hope everybody takes some time to develop their own personal growth plan. How can you be better as who you are for yourself, for your family, for your business or organization in which you work, and for the community that we're in? Because the times that we're in requires us to be focused on how we develop ourselves. There's no excuse. We got plenty of information, plenty of education, and plenty of opportunity. And we just need insight. And you cannot truly be successful without education, opportunity, and insight. And as we create those, we have to use all that we got to get what we want. And it's up to us, because we are the masters of our fate and the captains of our soul.
Word. I just bowed too. Hey, Gunn, can you tell us, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that's listening that I know you personally. I've known you for a long time, and then listening to you tonight, like it's like a whole nother level. I couldn't respect you even more than I did, but it's just like a whole nother level of respect that I have for you. And you do you have your own business of leadership training.
Yep.
And there may be someone listening today who says, we have boring speakers. Our company is always hiring boring people to come talk to us. Like, how can someone get in touch with you so that they can they can.
So easy. That's easy 2 ways. So I am a certified speaker, coach, and trainer. I talk on leadership, teamwork, communications, all kinds of subjects. And again, my goal is to help leaders to engage more deeply, act with conviction, and lead so they have an impact in their organization and on the bottom line. So you can always go to AntonGunn.com. That's my home website for all things Anton Gunn. And you can call me at 843-732-4866, and I'll be happy to speak at any annual meeting, any company meeting, retreat, workshops. If you have any kind of in-service, sales, marketing teams, it doesn't matter the industry. I relate and connect to all audiences, and I can tell you that when I leave your organization, you will not have a more impactful speaker at any point in time. Whether I'm the opening speaker or the closing speaker, I'm going to set the room on fire and shut it down, and people will be ready to go out and engage, act, and impact.
That's what's up.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, you got me ready.
Yeah, man.
Hello. Ready to run through a wall.
Lyles, what you got, bro?
For the good of the Firing Squad pod, it's been a while since we've been on. Sorry we were gone for so long, but, sometimes our normal course of life get in the way. But I just wanted to say RIP to Jordan Edwards, another young man taken too early, gunned down in the streets by the police. And it's just, like we said, when is enough? When are we going to start to really stand up and have a voice and really try to affect change in this with this all, because we're losing too many of our young, bright black men to senseless violence. So R.I.P. to Jordan Edwards.
Yep. Hell.
Yeah. For the good of the pod, just in general, just everything's going good on this end. Business starting to kick up. Just to piggyback off what Randy said, since I'm a trainer, like I really believe, that this Western diet is really destroying people in terms of like this healthcare and stuff, man. People complain about paying a little extra for some fresh vegetables or a salad, or complain about a can of soup being $3.99 versus like, $1 cheeseburger. But then you talk about, the extra cost in that versus, your healthcare, these premiums, all these doctor bills and stuff like that. But I mean, you really got to think about the long game and not just where you're at right now in terms of your body. You only got one. Just like I said before, man, the average person knows more about their cell phone, how that operates more than their body. You know what I'm saying? And the foods we eat. Back in the day, you could eat fast food all the time. Now we eating basically technology. People trying to save their bottom line by putting preservatives in food so they can stay fresh on the shelf longer, so they don't go bad before they can sell them. And what you think it happens when you get in your system. So big ups to everybody out there trying to get healthy for the summer. And then also big ups to Bethune-Cookman.
Yep.
Yeah.
She got that back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I also want to,
Yeah.
I just got a little something for Betsy DeVos. I just want to let you know, life is going to throw you a curveball sometimes.
Life comes at you fast.
It comes at you fast, but you just got to keep your head up, baby girl.
Word. Keep your head up. Keep getting booed. Keep going to black colleges and get that work.
You know why that business picking up? It's pool season,
it's
right?
Pool season.
It's pool season.
Man, we ain't gonna get in the pool.
We ain't gonna get in the pool.
Hey, to go back to the first podcast, let's get away from the black girl bathing suit
exactly.
and the
2017
shorts and the basketball shorts at the pool. Let's
right
leave
in two
them,
pieces out,
alone, boys.
Right in two
Or
pieces
cut off
out.
jean shorts. None of that, please.
Or jersey dresses. So mine for the good of the pod is really easy. My wife, after 4 years, she graduated from pharmacy school with a doctorate in pharmacy, and behind the scenes, I got to witness firsthand like how much work she put into it. Having 2 kids during pharmacy, there's long nights where she wouldn't sleep. She would stay up studying words I can't even pronounce to this day. I don't know how she did it, but really proud of her to earn her well-deserved degree, and she got selected for residency at Palmetto Health. So she'll be doing that for a year, and then she'll start doing her pharmacist thing. And that's all I got. So, Rote, if you want to...
Cool. We 5 educated brothers here to break the stereotypes of black men in America.